Hello and welcome to...
Star Wars Through the Eyes of a Child.
No, it's not that show anymore. This is... What would she call this? Lily... Not Lily Reacts.
Generation Reacts.
Generation Reaction. And this isn't really a reaction. This is a generation review.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are reviewing...
How to Dragon Live Action.
Yes, we are reviewing How to Train the live action remake of How to Train Your Dragon, starring Mason Thames, Nicco Parker, and Gerard Butler.
Wow.
That just came out.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw this a couple days ago, didn't we?
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was amazing. Would you say it was pretty good?
It was the first live action movie they haven't screwed up.
I would agree.
Usually you're like, wow, the anime version was way better. This one's like, it's like so good. It like almost is better than the rest.
I don't know if it's better than the original.
Almost.
It
was like a tie. It was really good.
I think that's because it was pretty much the same movie.
Yes. There was a few things they forgot and changed. Like, I was very mad about the hair colors. They changed Astrid's hair color to brown, not blonde. They changed the twins' hair color to red, not blonde. And they changed the Fishleg's hair to brown, not blonde. And he had a mustache, almost.
Whoa.
He's a kid, and he has a mustache.
Well, I think they're supposed to be like teenagers.
Yeah, but still, mustache.
I know a lot of teenagers that got mustaches.
But they didn't have it in the...
Okay.
And then they forgot a whole scene, too.
Oh.
About, like, the Terrible Terrors, if you have seen it, like, the Terrible Terror part.
Well, let's start from the beginning.
Yes.
And what did you think of the introduction of Hiccup?
It was good. They got it perfect.
Yes.
They got Hiccup very good.
Mm-hmm.
And how we did it was amazing.
Yes.
And I'm very impressed that literally, if you haven't heard, the person who voiced Stoick played him in this movie.
I know. She is super, like, that just is blowing her tiny little mind. It goes... Yes, Gerard Butler, who voiced Stoick the Vast in the animated movies, returns to play once again the Viking chieftain Stoick the Vast.
If you haven't heard, they're actually making the second movie live action, which he dies in, which makes me sad.
Oh, if they do the same movie, which I think makes sense. Now you mentioned Astrid.
Yes.
Do you think they got, other than the hair color?
They got her perfectly.
They got her. I think so too.
Yeah, they were. If I watched this thing where like it showed like behind the scenes, and they said like it was, they weren't just going for who could act good. They were also aiming for who did good with the rest of the crew, because all the characters are supposed to bond.
Yes.
And so they needed to find people who actually bonded at the set. Yeah. And the Dragon Riders bonded really good.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get back to just us here.
Yes.
So yeah, you enjoyed it. Now, there was some controversy other than Astrid's hair color. Do you know what that controversy was? That Astrid wasn't in the movie, in the new movie, she was mixed. I mean, like how Sunny and JJ.
Oh.
Did that bother you any? No, it didn't bother me any either. It did bother some people, which I don't know why, because I think she was Astrid. Yeah. She acted like Astrid. She had the same attitude as Astrid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Oh, of course we're talking about the dragon. How to Train Your Dragons. What did you think of the dragons?
They were so good.
I know.
The Monstrous Nightmare looks so scary and good. I was like,
I like the fact that the dinosaur, not the dinosaurs,
dinosaurs.
Yes, they kind of look like dinosaurs.
They do.
The dragons that were supposed to be scary look scary.
Yeah.
And the ones that were supposed to be cute looks cute.
Yeah.
So We see the monstrous nightmare. We see what they call the grunkles.
Yeah.
And what else do we see at first?
You see the natters.
The natters.
That's a nickname for them. They're actually called deadly natters.
Deadly natters. And
Yeah.
we see the two-headed zipplebacks.
Zipplebacks.
Yes.
I like this.
And then, of course...
And then Night Fury!
Yes, they hear the Night Fury, but it's the dinosaur that no one has seen.
Dinosaur!
Yes, dinosaur. Okay, calm down, girl. And
in the show, they say it's the unholy offspring of light and death itself.
Whoa. How can something so cute, though, be so deadly? Because then...
It has a plasma blast.
It does.
And it never misses.
This girl right here, she knows everything about the dragons.
If you've ever seen anything about it and you remember the characters, I am like a Fish Legs.
She is Fish Legs. She knows everything.
So if you haven't seen it, Fish Legs is like the nerd of the group, knows everything about dragons.
Yes, that's this girl right here. She knows every type of dragon there is.
I know all the classes.
Yes, she does.
All 6 classes.
She's very smart when it comes to it. But we're talking about the movie, and I thought the way they first introduced Toothless was great. And seeing the eye open when Hiccup...
Did you know it wasn't actually supposed to do that, but when they saw it, they were like, it looks good for keeping that in.
In the cartoon or in the movie?
Cartoon, and then they just kept it in the live action.
Yeah. I like the little detail that made it look more realistic. If you notice in the movie, when Toothless opens his eye, he's got a second eyelid.
Oh,
like a little membrane. He opens his eye and then another little...
He's supposed to be like a cat, and cats have like 2 eyelids.
Yeah. Yes.
So like, he's supposed to be like a mix of a Black Panther and a bat, I think, so.
Yeah, he looks... But did you think Toothless looked good? Did he look cute?
Yes.
I thought Toothless looked adorable.
And when I first knew that he was supposed to represent like a black cat or panther, I was like, he does act like a cat.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, the movie was really, really good. I don't want to spoil anything. Of course, it's exactly like the animated movie.
So if you've seen the animated movie...
We don't want to spoil a 15-year-old movie for you.
But there is one scene they missed out that made me mad when I realized it. So if you've ever seen the movie and you remember it, or if you watched it, if not, watch it, because there is a very big scene they cut out. It's where Hiccup's eating with Toothless at like a beach or something, and then these terrible terrors show up and they try to steal the fish, but so then Hiccup gives one of them a fish or half a fish, and then he just cuddles right by to Hiccup, and Hiccup says, they aren't as bad as we think they are. And so they cut out that whole part, and I was like, you missed that whole scene.
I know.
They missed the whole scene.
The whole scene.
The whole scene.
The whole scene. Can you believe that? Well, so what else can we talk about with this movie? I mean, I thought all the kids that end up helping Hiccup.
Rosie. Sorry, our dog is right there and she's barking.
Oh, it's okay. I thought all the kids did their roles pretty good.
Yeah.
The twins, I liked
But they aren't the same height.
Or
one is shorter. I'm like
one is tall and this, and the other one is this and this, which I thought was kind of funny because they even make a joke about the fact that they're twins and their dad can't tell them apart.
Yes, and in the show, whenever stuff happens, like the bad guys are like, oh, I thought that was the boy, or oh, I thought that was the girl. They literally always confuse them. How are we supposed to confuse them if they look not that similar?
I think that's the joke. Because they say that their dad confuses them, and the other guy that was training them says, oh, it says something about it being uncanny how much they look alike, jokingly. Like, okay, yeah, it's obvious here. I think that was the joke, is they're twins and they act like nobody can tell them apart, but everyone can tell them apart because they look nothing alike. How did they do Snot?
They did him really good.
What was it? What's his name? Snotlout?
Snotlout.
Snotlout.
He's barely ever seen the movie. You might have seen it once or twice. He does not that much.
I've seen the second one a couple times. I just don't know all their names. I'm not like this girl who is like super duper fangirl of How to Train Your Dragon.
If you don't know, I like to bite him.
Do not bite me, you weirdo.
I do.
Weirdo.
I'm a dragon.
You weirdo. Hey, stop. Let's see. So, how would you rate this movie?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
No, 9. 9 out of 10.
9 out of... Wow.
Because all of them is things they got wrong and they cut out.
Well, yeah. But
It had 2 parts.
But they did add something. Remember we talked about this earlier with the Red Death?
Oh yeah, they literally in the animated version, you know what they did? They called it Red Death and it's blue. But in this movie, it's red.
It is red.
They actually made it red.
I know.
And in the animated thing, it's blue.
Dragons should be color coded for your...
Yes,
for your
Night
convenience.
Fury black.
Yes.
And Monstrous Nightmare red. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Red. Fire. And all these things that have colors in their names, they have the right color. Then the thing that should make sense with the colors. The thing that has a color in its name isn't the color that's in its name. It's blue, but it's called the Red Death, and it's blue. They actually made it red this time, which I'm happy about.
Yes.
So 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would recommend?
Yes.
All right.
5 stars.
5 stars. What movie do you think we should review next time?
Oh, you guys comment.
Yeah, what it has to be something that's 10-year-old appropriate.
And we did see on the video where it was like 10-year-old reacting to in the Rogue One that you guys said that I looked younger than 10. I'm almost 11.
I know she is.
And you guys say I look younger than 10. Do you agree with that person who said that? Or do you think I look older or the right age? Which do you think? I sometimes think I'm younger or older. Sometimes it's different. It just depends on how I'm acting and how I look.
Oh,
So which one do you think I look like? Older or younger than 10? Or look like 10?
All right. Well, I think that will wrap things up. Remember to like.
This is probably one of our shortest videos.
It is. That was just a quick little video. We'll just see how it does.
Wait, what was that for? I want to pick up
No. It's okay. That was the picture we had on earlier. Stop biting me. I'm trying to do our outro. And you are biting me, you weirdo. Stop. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Push that notification bell.
He's the subscribe button.
Do not eat the subscribe button. Check out all the shows on Generation Reaction, which we'll be uploading. And we're going to be uploading this to Feast of Fandoms too, so you can check it out there.
Ooh, what is that?
That is the network that he's a part of.
Ooh.
That had his War of the Stars, a Star Wars podcast. Check that out too if you're like Star Wars. It's a cool show. Me, Garrett, Brian, we talk Star Wars. And we check out all the shows on there. We hope you have a good day. And what do they have anything that they say on How to Train Your Dragon? It's like a catchphrase. Go Dragons!
Don't say that. Stop! Stop! Stop!
Go Dragons!
Stop! No. A catchphrase from How to Train Your Dragon.
I can't think of any. Anyway.
To the great beyond.
Yes. Yeah. We'll catch you later.
That will only make sense if you watch the series.
Bye.
Bye.